Go Freak Media.
Welcome back to Go Freak Media. I am White to Chris. I am here with Daniel Logan, the Boba Fett over here. Daniel, how are you?
What's up, White to Chris? How you doing, my brother?
Good. Hey, with the popularity with Boba Fett and everything like that, how do you feel about it? Like, you know, we see a CGI of yourself on the Clone Wars and everything like that. Like, how's like seeing the success of like, you know, coming from, you know, before the original Star Wars, we didn't know much about Boba Fett.
Amen.
And then after that, we just see the origin, and it started with you. Like, how are you enjoying this and seeing it like move up with Mandalorian and all this other stuff?
You know, growing up in New Zealand, I had no clue what Star Wars was. I had no clue who Boba Fett was either. So when I finally knew what Star Wars was, I said, well, what Jedi will I be playing? They're like, no, you'll be playing a bounty hunter. I said, well, what the hell is that, right? Coming into the world, being embraced not only by the actors who portrayed Boba Fett, but the fans and the community of Star Wars, not only the Den and Helmet, but other people like the Mandalorian mercs that have loved this character and portrayed different variants of this character that we now have today, such as you said, with the new TV show, The Mandalorian, and then now with the Bad Batch cartoon series, and then we got the Book of Boba Fett. So right. Stories are really endless for the character and all his clone cousins, brothers, sisters, and everything else in between, you know?
Right. So, like, how crazy was it filming the Clone Wars, especially that, you know, in that one scene, there's like thousands and thousands of yourself, you know, in that training facility. Like, how was that experience, like, filming, like, so many different takes of yourselves, like, doing, like, different stuff?
See, most people don't understand, but it was like 89 different positions I had to sit or stand in.
Right.
So each and every single one of those characters was me, played me, but differently. So when you have 89 different people, you have to try to figure out something else to do. Like, you can't look left again because the other guy looked left 3 seats down. So being able to come up with a character for all the clones, it was fun. We got to do that up in San Francisco. And for me, it was the first time I ever had the one-on-one sit-down lunch with George Lucas. And he says to me, Daniel, we're going to get some In-N-Out. How many patties would you like? I'm from New Zealand. I've only been offered one patty and a burger in my entire life. So my response back to George was, well, how many patties can I have? And I think at the time, like, the most someone had bought, or like the highest to get is like a 20 by 20 or something like that. And I remember being 13 years old, all of like 4 foot nothing, thinking to myself, a 20 by 20. That's probably as tall as I am. So I didn't get as greedy as I should have, and I said, I'll do a 3 by 3. And it was the very first time I ever had In-N-Out. It was with George Lucas, and I had a 3 by 3 burger for lunch, and I will never forget that lunch.
That's a pretty cool experience. Like, number one, you tried your first In-N-Out burger, you did 3 patties, and you did it with George Lucas all at once.
Exactly. So for all you In-N-Out fans out there, George Lucas loves those burgers just as much, so keep eating them. I'm a big supporter, but I own most of the franchise of In-N-Out. No, I'm just joking.
So tell me about your suit here.
You know what? Let's get my one of my best buddies in here to talk about my armor. Hey, Nino, get over here. So this is Nino. He's also known on Instagram as Wasted Fett.
What's up? My boss paid that name up for me, so it's not really mine.
No, it's him. He lives by the name. No, just joking. So Nino, we met 5 years ago.
2017. Yeah, celebration.
5 years ago, and became instant best friends. He came up to me and basically said, "Hey,
well, you were gonna beat me up at first, right? Like,
well, he told me my helmet was crap." And I mean,
no. Before that, I was talking to Tamora.
Oh yeah, he wanted to arm wrestle Tim Witter Morrison.
I want to arm wrestle you.
He comes up to my father in the movie. He's like, "Can I arm wrestle you?" And like, Jango Fett isn't as strong as he looks, right? Look at this beast.
It's Django. You want to do that?
Look at these. Look at these arms. I'm like, what are you doing? So he looks over at me and he's like, oh, by the way, me and my family took a picture with you today, and your helmet was crap, but I can get you another one.
It's all right, because I said, with all due respect.
Yeah, he said, all due respect,
right.
I need to get you something better. So that's when he went with the helmet, and then he said to me, you know what, Daniel, I love you, fan, I love your, how I engage with the fans, and I've become
his fan base is great. Like, he's a people person. He's the people's Fett. People's Fett. This is my new thing.
That's going to be a new trend. The people's
He's
Fett.
the people's Fett, though. He's like one of the guys that like
him.
He'll always comment on like you know, on your comment, on his comment on his picture. He'll like your pictures. People are like, oh my gosh, Daniel Logan like my picture. Like, you know, he's not inaccessible. That's what I say. Like,
See, and
people like him.
when you have a best friend like him who helps your ego too, it makes it feel even better.
Accessible Fett.
Accessible Fett, yeah. The People's Fett. I like that one.
Yeah, let's start trending that to People's Fett.
It like, for so many years I've been on the convention circuit, and I've just tried to be a Boba Fett that I thought I would love and others would love too. Meeting Nino, he embraced me so much that it allowed me to become Boba Fett beyond just being Daniel Logan. Now as I wear a holiday special, I feel like Boba Fett again.
Right.
He's made me an ESB armor. My ESB is pretty much one of the best ESB armors there is at a convention.
It was made by from the Dented Helmet Forum, a bunch of the guys that painted a lot of the costumes there. So like each piece was painted by a different person, obviously. So the art, well, not this piece, but the Empire Strikes Back. The gauntlets were painted by JB Dubs along with the jetpack. Fett for Real, yeah. Fett for Real did the armor.
Flight suit was done by Arcady.
Arcady did the machine craft replicas, makes all the best metal pieces. Did a lot of the metal work.
But he's being shy. All of my armor was molded by Nino Wasted Fett.
Yeah,
so all the armor was made by this guy right here. My helmets are made by.
Yeah, it was casted by me, and then everyone else they did everything.
He gives
else.
respect to everyone else, but forgets to say like I did this.
A lot of talented people on the Dented Helmet, so got to give him the props for that.
And yes, if you guys aren't already following him, make sure you guys check out the Dented Helmet. Like I said, it's my new home outside the Mandalorian mercs. I feel as the Dented Helmets are such a small, like passionate community that I still feel the love of just not only Fett, but people who want to dress as an armored character,
Right.
and just love the character. You know what I mean? And that's the Dented Helmet.
Yeah.
That's why I love those guys.
That's awesome. And then once again, what's the link or website for this?
You can reach me on wastedfett.com, or you can also just DM me on Instagram, wasted_fett.
If you need to find him, I follow him, so just look under my followers. Wasted Fett, it's easy. All us Fets are pretty always wasted, so Wasted Fett. If you guys, he doesn't only do armors, he does helmets too. So if you're interested in helmets, I have like 8 different helmets. I have a prototype at ESB. I Return of the Jedi. I have a holiday special. I have
He's my biggest fan. All right, go.
I am his biggest fan. Exactly. I would talk about Wasted Fett all day long because I wouldn't be able to dress and look as good as I do if it wasn't for him. For many years, I've always wanted to not only reprise Boba, but to come out to a convention and be able to wear an armor that not only I was proud to be, but an armor that other people would be able to visualize me as that person.
Right.
There wasn't very many holiday specials at the time, and when I first met Nino, I was like, I want a holiday special. And he said,
awesome.
wow, Daniel, that's really smart.
Yeah.
I have 2 so far, but I have many more armors on the way. So.
Speaking of on the way, so Book of Boba Fett, the series is coming out pretty
now I
soon.
gotta suck it in, right?
Right.
I'm like, oh, that's a suck it in time, right?
Suck it in time. So I've been hearing rumors and speculations. All I can ask is, can you confirm or deny, or is Disney coming after me if I ask you?
They won't come after you, they'll come after me.
Okay, fair enough.
No, you know what? I am so honored to be Boba Fett. I'm so honored that they came back and they brought him back in The Mandalorian. And with the Book of Boba Fett, it only allows so much more story and so much more possibility for characters that had kind of a minute exploration in the Star Wars galaxy.
Right.
So now you don't only have Jango Fett, you have Boba Fett, you have the clones, you have, so many different variants that all based upon one character, Jango Fett, that now was the basis of we've just learned was Boba Fett. So
Right.
when I saw Jango Fett come out, I knew he was going to be him long before he came out. And to be able to digest it, for me, it was so easy because my whole life I've tried to ambassador that if I'm not Boba Fett, Tim Wood Morrison needs to cap the cloning session, and it needs to go to him if it's not me.
Right.
And then you just fill in the clones in between.
Right.
And it's been a bless that it's been blessful, to be honest.
That's
All
awesome.
I can say is that the Fed is back, and there's going to be a lot more fun action ahead of us.
Yeah, we can't wait. Even if it was just like a quick couple of episodes seeing Boba Fett, like once I saw that after credits and it said coming soon, Book of Boba Fett, everything went out the door with fandom with Boba Fett. So we're really excited for that.
I mean, go on eBay, you know, after that came out, trying to buy a Boba Fett figure anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
skyrocketing. I'm like, if only I knew to buy all my figures a year earlier, just a year earlier, and I would have got them at least half off.
Sounds good. Hey, Daniel, once again, thank you so much for the interview.
So welcome. Guys, this is Go Freak Media. If you want to listen to some more fun interviews with people like me, stay tuned because we have so many more interviews ahead. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for checking us out. And may the force be with you always.
Go Freak Media.